and jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Buffalo Bills. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Alert, alert, alert! Let's go, defense.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go, heavy. Let's go, heavy.
On second down, it's Grant. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing is Allen on third. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Here we go, here we go. Block 80! Coming this way, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Now spin.
Now Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
On first down, Grant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness. Did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. A gain of 6 there on first. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018 and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Allen. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And Hauschka missed it left. It's no good for Stephen Hauschka. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. A run with counter on first down, going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's been a long day for you. Shoot. Let's go. Under 10. 10. 44. Hey, box drop.
Here's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Crunch time, defense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
50. 77.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And here's Allen to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Fight 51, Mike 51. Watch the slant, watch the lock.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 30 on second down, Roethlisberger, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Roethlisberger into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go back to Grant. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Allen going to throw. Open man, here's Foster. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To the air. Allen got an open man. It's Foster. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To throw, it's Allen. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Alert, alert!
From the 30 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's got a man complete. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
On second down, it's Snell. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Allen now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He finds an opening past the 40. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. No spacing. Motion. Double ball. Under crunch. 22, 44.
Roethlisberger will throw. Flushed out right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Easy. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Like 80. At the 30-yard line. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Throwing on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Show that bench release and go. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. I'm coming for you. You Mike. Hey, high 7. Why they go?
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing now is Allen. Bryant has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen now going to throw again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. With 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
What we got?
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.